This is WhatsApp, a show that runs from Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. an entertainment show, and we are live. We're hustling right now to do the right stuff. Me, I've been hustling it on the show since. So I saw Joy Abu coming to the studios this morning, and she was looking like an Elijah. Now Christian should be nothing. There's nothing Elijah-litic about her. She Christian that you should not give her any meat. And don't hail her on the road and say salam alaikum to anyone. Don't salam anything to anybody. It's people like me people should greet on the road. And as you just say, Orally, Alpha, salam alaikum, just be giving me meat like that. Anyway, welcome to the studios this morning. Ismaila Trybe, a music artist, a recording artist doing great music. And we're so honored to have you here. Good morning, my brother. How are you doing?
Good morning to you. I'm fine.
So how was it getting to the studios? I like what you're wearing. I like your shoes. You're looking very pink. Anybody that likes shoes like me, when I see good shoes, I tell you. And then your suit is in Ashok. This is beautiful. I would love something like this.
Thank you.
I love the style. You're a man of style.
Thank you.
Anyway, we can only have people like that on the show. If you dress like Winch, you can never be here. I promise you that, because you know we keep it real and original on the show. So thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you quickly about the man we have in the studios this morning doing exceptional music. And he's someone I know because I jam his music on air, so on radio, so I know who he is. So do you? His name is Ismail Yusuf Olayemi, also known as Ismailo Trybe. He's an Afro tribe and an alternative singer, stage performer, and a songwriter who hails from the state of Osun. However, 25-year-old started his interest in music during his secondary school days and started professionally 4 years ago. Trybe spent few years of his childhood in Ibadan, Oyo State, before relocating to Osun with his parents, where he had his primary and secondary school education, before gaining a university's degrees admission into the Ekiti State University, Ado Ekiti, in the year 2017-18 session to study English and literary studies before moving to Cairo in Egypt for 1 year to later continue his education at the American University of Cairo School of Continuing Education, AUC SCE. Ismaila Trybe's latest single track, Oro Ife, featuring Jolamiki and Tosh, as produced by Iconic Prophecy, is off his forthcoming EP, The People of Trybe EP, stated to be released later this year. Oro Ife is streaming on all musical digital platforms. So this is why we are here. We're here for the man himself, and we're going to be talking about a whole lot, his journey, his music, and all that. But first off, the name Ismailo Trybe. That name slaps. What's the story behind it? And is there a real meaning for the name, or is just pure vibes?
No, actually, the name Ismailo Trybe has a significant and intentional meaning to it.
Yeah.
You know, I think every one of us has our roots, where we came from,
True.
where all started, and our culture, our inheritance, our values. So I think the meaning behind my name is that every one of us should not in any way or at any particular point in our life to forget where we come from, our roots. So we should use that in anything that we do, maybe music, movies, or anything, to pass across our messages to the world. So that's the real meaning behind the tribe. So that's the meaning of the name.
So it says you're a songwriter as well. Do you write your songs, all your songs?
I write all my songs.
How do you get inspiration for the kind of songs you write?
I think music is a special being itself. So and it's music is an angel itself. So I think I use a whole lot of things to write my music. Everything that happens in my society at that particular point in time, and emotions as well. So
that's what you put into it. Nice. Also, you blend Afro, Trybe, and alternative sounds. All right.
Yeah.
For those hearing that for the first time, people that are watching now, that are hearing Afro alternative and Afro Trybe and alternative sounds. Now, how would you describe your sound in a tweet? 280 character or less. How would you explain it to us?
I would explain it as my self style of putting across my messages to the world, my style of letting people know the messages in my song. So the style is what Afro Tribe and Northern Sound is all about.
All right, now, Oshun roots, Ibadan childhood, Egyptian education.
Yeah.
Your journey is international. Trust me when I tell you. How have these places shaped the way that you make your music?
Ocean Roots and Ibadan, living in Ibadan when I was young, and Ocean Roots, both has helped me to learn a lot about my culture, about our values, and about respect, societal values, and all that. It has shaped me to know more about who I am. And talking about Egyptian education, it has helped me to also know that I don't have to do music for the people of my tribe alone. So we should do music for people, everybody. Either you hear Yoruba or you don't hear Yoruba. Studying English has helped me a lot to know how to blend everything together. So my music is not just for people who hears Yoruba language. It's also for people that doesn't hear Yoruba, English language and all that. So the Egyptian education has helped me in that part, while my Ocean roots and living in Ibadan has helped me to know how to use my language and culture in my songs and in my music.
All right, so you studied English,
Yeah.
in Egypt. How was the experience, from going for lectures, the city, the food? How was the total experience? Because trust me when I tell you, it can be. I have friends who live in Cairo at the moment,
Yeah, sure.
and sometimes Egyptians can be funny.
They can be
It's like
funny,
going
sure.
to Egypt and shouting somewhere. The Egyptians you see today, you see them no more. While I don't start with that though. It's something I can do. You just put me in self for no reason. But alternatively, the experience. Talk about it. You stayed for 1 year.
Yeah.
How was it? Did you have any racism problems? Did you have living problems? What happened while you were over there?
Well, I think in every countries of the world, I think we have the good and the bad people.
True.
Actually. So the experience there, I think I had a lot of challenges with food and language barrier and all that, and a lot of challenges. But I had most of my challenges with food.
What kind of food were you seeing there?
Man, Egyptian food could be funny, the smell and all that, but it's okay.
What kind of food need to be alone? I don't want to eat something that if I was the one, if I'm traveling, I'll go with whole tons of tetracycline and flagyl because
The thing
they
is,
eat lots of junk.
Of course,
over
the thing
there.
you have to, getting local food, being flown from Nigeria to Egypt is, you have to pay extra for you to get it as a Nigerian living there. So you have to buckle up. You have to spend extra more to get your local food to eat. Or else, if you want to go for the Egyptian food, it's
So did they have Nigerian restaurants over there?
they have, but the expenses for the
It's
food
much.
is much. So
But you shall
Yeah.
survive, shall?
yeah, I survived.
Since salad won't kill you, you chop grass die. If not me, I would have been lean. I don't know how I would have been lean because it's something that I'm very scared of. But it's all culture and it's a good experience.
Yeah,
Now,
thank you.
moving on. You started music professionally 4 years ago,
Yeah, sure.
and during this time, or before then, or after then, was there this is it moment that made you say, you know what, I'm going on into music?
Yeah, I have two amazing moments for
Please
me.
share them with us.
Yeah,
by all means.
Firstly, when we worked with the iconic Prophecy on my latest single, it's gave me a lot of motivation to put my all in. Like, of course, I started 4 years ago, professionally 4 years ago, but that moment gave me a lot of insights and a lot of a lot of inner energy to this is what I want to do, and I will continue and I won't stop. And secondly, when I had the opportunity to meet the legendary Papa Keke Ogungbe of Kenny's Music, so we had the opportunity to meet him and at his studio, and I gained
Which
a whole
one,
lot.
Alagbado or Ajawa Estate?
I think it's the one at Ajao Estate. I think, well, the main
Airport Road.
yes, yeah.
That's
So
at the back of. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
They,
So
they gave birth to me a street before that one.
wow,
I
that
won
sounds
near
great.
Lemo, Joy Avenue.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I know all those places.
Yeah, so those men gave me a lot of, it gave me a lot of positivity about this. That I want to continue this. I won't stop. I won't be compromised. So those are the 2 points.
All right, for those of you who don't know the legend Puffy T, if you have heard the song Yahoo, oh oh, Yahoo, Zay, yes, he was the one that produced that. See, I'm old school too. All these Gen Zs, you guys don't understand. But yes, I'm giving you that one for free on a platter of gold. Yes, moving back to what we have. Tell us about Afro Trybe. Is it just a genre of music for you, or it's a movement?
It's a total movement, a movement like a movement that won't stop until the real messages get to everybody. So it's not just a vibe; it's a movement.
Now, you have an EP coming out.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity for collaboration with any 2 or 3 artists we have in Nigeria, aside the amazing Jolamiki and some other people, so you have the very popular cats now, or less popular ones. Which of these artists would you put on any of your tracks, and why?
If I have the opportunity, the number 1 artist on my list, I'll go with the legendary Femi and Nice.
I was with Orishafemi a week today on Friday.
Wow,
I was
that
with
sounds
him.
great.
We talked. We from Ajegule we've known each other, but we're together. We vibed. I had his red carpet moments, and then we were just even when Awaye boys
Wow.
were like, "Alpha, you need to say Talofegba, who is collecting the money?" You know all those things. And
Yeah.
his streets like crazy, but we had so much fun, and I think left to me, I think we should still see like today or tomorrow. We chill together a lot, so that can happen. So moving on.
That sounds great. I'm glad to hear that. And an artist like Nice, like Brimo. So, and I love their creativity, the energy they put into their work, the meaning, their songs, and all that, and the vibes. It's all there for me.
Vibes, creativity, and hard work.
Yeah.
Now, you know some of these artists you've mentioned, their songs are evergreen. Someone like Orishafemi, when he was performing on Friday, and he started with the song "Message of the Lord," people went crazy. That's a song that spanned over 10 years.
Yeah.
Now, you have Nice with he has a song. For me, Nice's best song that I listen to is titled "Every Day."
Every day.
I love this song. There's no day I'm on radio I don't play it. And the fun part is some of these songs have stayed and stood the test of time because they have what it takes. Now, for you, what ingredients, what stuff are you putting in your music for a song like what's out now? What's your Oroife?
Yeah.
You're going to talk about that as well. We'll talk about that. But what's that ingredient? What's that special stuff you're putting that when we hear Ismail Trybe 15 years from now, I say, oh, that song be mad that year, and it's still relevant up until this time. So, is there anything special you're adding to it that we should follow through with?
You mean the EP or the song itself?
Your songs, all your songs,
all my songs.
So that in 10 years from now, when we play Oroife, we go still dance, we go still vibe to run.
All right. So what I'm putting in is something unforgettable. You know, we have a blend of meaningful messages, pure vibes, and just a lot for people to stay locked in for a lot of years, for the songs and everything to stand a test of time. You know, they say work without play makes Jack a double.
True.
But at the same time, if you're putting on something meaningful for the people to learn one or two from, you don't have to forget the vibes part. You have to blend everything together. You know, at the same time, if we're learning from a song, we should be able to, you know, to vibe to it, to at least dance to it and all that. So that's what I'm putting together.
All right, now we're going to go straight to the song that's currently trending. It's currently ruling the airwaves and we're loving it. The song or the track titled Oro Ife. It's definitely fire. I want to ask what inspired that song or the sound, and how did the collaboration with Jolamiki and Tosh happen on that track?
Actually, on that fateful evening, my brother Jolamiki called me and he said he wanted me to go home, and I should go home and sit down and think about something. It should be about culture, about love, that I can feel like I can work with him and Tosh. Like that should be two males and one female on the song. Like it was a big assignment for me. He just said it, and when he said it, we departed on that evening. So I went home. So when I got home, they already prepared my food. He said I just told them that I'll come back to the food later. And I entered to my room, and I started like, what can I put together? So, but glory be to God. Fortunately, on that day, so I called him that I think I'm ready. He said we should meet in the studio the second day. So when we met in the studio the second day, he told me to, to put out what I had, and I started, and he felt like, okay, wow, we should do this. And he called Tosh. So she met us at the studio that day, and we recorded the song. And that was not the first record. Of course, that day we didn't get through the recording process. It was kind of whack. So it was later produced successfully by Puffy. So that's why it happened.
So it didn't take long for you guys to process all that. How did you feel working with Jolamiki, and did he have a verse of the song as well?
Yes, Jolamiki had a very amazing verse on that song, like a very catchy one at that. His verse was in English language, by the way, also. So while I think mine in Yoruba language, and Tosh blended our own with English and Yoruba.
Oro Ife. What does that mean in layman terms?
Like, let's just say
Oro
Ife.
I know Ife is love.
It's
right?
love, yeah.
So love story, or love matter, or what's it?
Like love story, let's just be preaching love.
Love.
Yeah.
So are you in love?
I think I'm a lover boy.
I will like catch all these people. I need to devise ways to be catching you, because the way you guys escape all my questions and you're running away. See, I've had someone on this show that came with his wife.
Wow.
He's a very big star. His wife was at the bar. I asked him, how are you, my son? That there are things I don't talk about. I'm not loving anybody. I'm not. And his wife was smiling there. Two of them, I don't plan them. So I looked at, I wanted to, he was doing me like this. I said, female fans actually form the, I think 80 or 90% of fan base for any artist. And once you just say you're married or you're dating, everybody will be just a para. I think the status quo is changing, and that's something everybody should talk about. Anyway, we have Ismail Trybe here in the building talking about his life's work, his journey, and his new track and single that's out there right now, titled Oro Ife. Are you loving someone? Is someone loving you? This is a season why rain is falling. I don't know why all the hotels in Lagos are booked. People don't have a house that you are sleeping. It's a problem that we have to talk about. But we have Ismail Trybe talking about his music, where he features the amazing Jolamiki, who's a very good friend of mine, and of course Tosh. Let's watch and listen to something from the man, and then we'll be right back. Or I'll leave day here for you all day, every day. Take it away. Back to WhatsApp on WHATZUP Television. We're live and we're here with Ismail Trybe. Now, the song you just watched and listened to, titled Oro Ife. Some of the wordings of that song are really affectionate and intimate. You're going to have to be explaining all these things to us. So, more fair, like that. It's a song that you used to toast gay. It reminds me of I remember Star Plus, one wicked girl, Choma, same one of my friend Ugochukwu should go, and then when I said to you that if Ugochukwu cannot sing that song, there's nothing in this world that will make Ugochukwu Ugochukwu knew how to speak impeccable English.
Wow.
He knew songs like mad, but Ugochukwu could not write.
Wow.
You know, he could not. He was terrible at
writing.
If you say Ugochukwu cannot, only his name, that's what he can speak. Ugochukwu was terrible at writing, and we used to coach him. We coach him. His sister would say, "Let's coach him." But Ugochukwu was so fine, a fine boy. He had waves, sporty waves on his hair. He had earrings. He had beards. Ugochukwu was a fine boy, but he didn't know how to write, and he would always run away from school because if you say Ugochukwu should read now, read Bible, Ugochukwu can't be able to read Bible. Problem in church it was, but you see songs, girls used to die for him. So Chioma now said that he should write the song out. As now at that time it'd be problem. So I remember this song and it reminds me of, you know, do you care to explain some of the wordings of this song in English? Because it's Yoruba vibes, I'm enjoying it, but there's some sweet parts. If any day that I want to toast the woman I want to marry, see, I would call. If I want to do engagement, ready yourself.
No problem.
Ready yourself. Why? I don't part of you like, where are you? On Saturday, I want to carry this woman to hotel and go and meet them. As I read there, like, you will just start your song. You should ask me the meaning and say, sit on them. See who sang the song, see the future. Oh yeah, ask them the meaning. But it's a good thing that you guys were able to come up with it, especially you. Good wordings. If I sit down and think about it, I can be able to scribe down and decipher some of the words. So it brings me to the question: women, fans, how do you deal with your female fans now that you're a big star, you're performing in different places, you're doing your radio tour, your TV tour, and you're the hot now? So all those people say, it's my love baby. After you perform, you say you should go back to the hotel room. And how do you handle your female fans?
With care.
With care.
Utmost care.
I don't like all these things. So
we can talk now.
I'm just asking you, it's not for you to answer. Honest answers. That's all.
Like I've answered you with utmost care.
What are the ones that want something extra?
Oh man, I don't sabi that one. I'm going to guide to the call.
So you don't sing or repair for them?
I know.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. Working with Prophet T, the legend himself, is a true flex or a big flex. What was it like being in the studio with a legend? Did you have any goosebumps moments? Did you have stories from the day?
To be honest with you, I felt so great that day. And when we got to the studio, I was asking my brother Jolami, are you actually sure that we are with the same prophecy, like the same prophecy that we know? And he was smiling, he was just laughing at me. This prophecy, and it was so great. It was welcoming, it was supportive, and it welcomed us like we've known for ages. So it was one of the most amazing moments of my life when we're talking about music. So it's so great, so great. So I love it. So when we got to the studio, I felt so great, and meeting him like a dream come true. So and working with him as well, not just going there for nothing's sake.
All right, nice. Now we're going to go straight to support from your family. Now a whole lot of people that year when it was music for us, sports or entertainment, a whole lot of parents kicked against it. But now it's your parents that will be pushing you to music, entertainment, and football when they see how much these athletes are making and how much Davido is getting as endorsements. All right, for one show, the money Davido gets from one show is enough for some. In fact, some families have not seen it in their whole life. That is not capping; it's for real. All right, you see someone like Burna Boy telling you that coming with his crew alone is going to cost him over $30,000 or $40,000, visas, food, hotel bills. How much are you going to pay the man? It's a lot of money. So I figured that out. Now we're going to talk about support from your house, your family, your mom, dad. How did this start for you? Were they 100 with you, or did they fight you and say, no, you went to school, you're a graduate, you're this, we do not want this for you, or they just gave you their love and support?
I will talk about my mom. She she's never kicked against me singing, against me going to the entertainment industry, but she always warned me about, being a bad example to the public. That's what she always say. She always wants me against, so she always tell me that she is not stopping me from singing or going to the, music industry, but I should try my possible best to be a very good example to the public. So, and she's been supportive. My siblings have been supportive. RIP to my dad is no more.
God rest his soul.
So, yeah, that's what it means too.
All right, you have someone out there watching and listening, someone who is downcast, who feels like they want to start music but don't know where to start from. Someone who's like, if Ismail Trybe can do amazing music in English and in Yoruba, don't you think I should start somewhere? What would you say to this kind of person?
What I would say is, when I started this, I'm a very shy and reserved person.
Wow.
And I tend to shy away from what I should do sometimes. I think at a particular point in time, not anymore by the way. So what I would say is, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step. So they should not give in to procrastination. They should do what they have in mind now. Now is the time. So that's what I can say.
Now, how do you handle criticisms? A lot of people might criticize your songs or line or something like, you talk about love too much, or you talk about fights too much, or you talk about or something. Now, these are people who don't understand what your music is all about. Yeah. And that just like 1% or minus 1% of the people, because listening to Oroefe, you can tell that that's an amazing song. Obviously, I love it so much. I love R&B anyway, so I'm going to ride with that one. But how do you handle critics? How do you speak to them? Do you go all verbal, like, Omo, what's in the worry you? What's your problem? Or do you just take it all in? You take the constructive part and you throw away the chaff, or do you go ballistic? Because let's face it, you're human as well.
Sure.
What goes on in your mind when all this comes?
Yeah, the thing is, critics and criticism are integral parts of the of the business. So critics, they are integral parts of the business. So if they don't criticize what you do, or if they don't criticize you, you are not on the right path. Because at the end of the day, everybody cannot have the understanding of what you do. But when it happens, I just take the good parts, and I learn from it. That's what I do. I learn from it. I've never insulted anybody or talked back at anybody for criticizing what I do. Like, for an example, someone said, like, I should try to put in something that's in vogue, maybe dance music and all that, not all this, I think this boring sound and all that. So I did not have, I couldn't talk back to that person, maybe in a disrespectful manner. No, I've never done that. So I just take advice from it. So that's how I handle it.
All right, quick fire questions. Wizkid or Burna Boy? Who would you pick?
The two are doing amazingly well, representing the culture very well and very great. But I go with Burna.
You go with Burna. You'd love to feature Burna in any of your songs.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so Lagos jollof rice or Ibadan amala? Which one are you going for?
Begi, Ibadan amala.
I remember traveling one time, to Ife, and we stopped somewhere at one popular woman's place in Ibadan. The amala was burning my hands like this. I was eating it. I was like, and let me tell you how they serve this amala. You tell them if it's 4 or 5 you want, and they'll put it in a plate.
Yeah.
They'll put soup
like
on top of it. Yeah. Then the meat that you start pointing meat. I don't chop like that. You start brokoto, shakinu, everything. You start pointing, and people are looking at me. They don't call me Igbo anymore. They say this one are Yoruba. They now heat all the meat, now put it in a plate. I now sat down and I looked at everybody around me. People were looking at me. I was like, "Come on now, Sabio."
I've been
I
here.
eat this amala properly with gbegiri and
And
ewedu.
that is Abdullah.
God bless you. Confirm
I
Abdullah. I ate the thing well, and I was like, yes. When I finished, now me no be me go drive. I just slept at the back of this.
I was about to say that.
I didn't know where we got to there. But that's good. I love amala as well. So, what's your favorite holiday destination? If you had to leave Nigeria now, they say, how far? Let's go and chop life outside this country. Which country are you going to and why?
I think Madrid.
Maldives.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you choose Maldives? That's like Maldives. If you say you're going to Maldives, you're going to propose to your girlfriend. That's what I think people go to Maldives for, because it's such a love and romantic place to be.
Yeah, to be. That is exactly why
you're going there.
Yeah.
So there. Would you rather go alone or would you take a partner with you?
I would rather take my partner with me.
Oh, so you have a partner?
I have a partner, to be honest.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So anyway, let me not ask you too much. I wanted to drag this thing, but wow. Anyway, as we round up, what are we looking forward to with Ismailo Trybe right now? What's the way forward with music, with your sound? You have an EP coming out later this year, but aside that, what are we looking forward to from you?
Yeah, I have an EP coming up later this year, and the title is The People of Trybe. So I want my people to expect positivity, good vibes, good messages, good music, the ones to dance to, the ones to learn from, and the one that will shape the society positively. It's a promise.
All right, quickly, give us the social media handles so we can follow you and where we can download your music or stream your songs.
Yeah, my social media handles are on Instagram. It's Trybe01, Trybe01, and on Facebook, Ismailo Trybe, and on TikTok, Trybe01, Trybe01 as well, and on Twitter, Trybe01, Trybe01 as well.
For gracing us with this beautiful how do I call it, expressive interview. I enjoyed myself having this conversation with you. I'm honored, and WhatsApp and Galaxy Television, we wish you all the love, we wish you happiness. We hope that we get to see you again, and when we call on you, we get to come through. Also, we need to find a way to have a black version of this Ashuki for me.
Wow.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you.
Anyway, Ismailo Trybe has said, follow him, like, share, comment on everything he's got. And Oroife is out on all social media, all DSPs, Audiomack, Shazam, everywhere. All right.
Everywhere.
Please stream aggressively. It's good music. The man knows how to sing. All right. God bless you guys for all you do. Let's